for the first time in, well, ever. We're all here together. I am so damn proud of myself. Gina's back. I know, I'm really proud. Hi, Gina.
Hi.
What's up, Gina?
We are so excited to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, Season 7, all winners, all fun. Let's go.
I can't believe you evicted me.
Listen, I can't believe you. All you sent us was a black and white photo to use. I'm sorry.
Watching Gina's face as she saw her blacked out face on the credits is like, oh, everything to me. Oh, wow, we got a lot to cover. All right, first of all, I'm your boy, KP, Kyle Petty. I am joined by the ever so fantastic and fabulous John Dunphy, the ever so stunning living legend, Gina Morrell, and her very best friend and ours, the fabulous, eclectic James Walsh. You can find us in the socials at BB Jury Duty and bbjuryduty.com. Yeah, we made ourselves official. Yeah, look at us. We're so cute. Okay, that's all out of the way. So what are we doing now?
First things first, before we go any further, Kyle Petty, what does your shirt say?
Oh, it says, I will listen to Britney Spears here or there. I will listen to Britney Spears everywhere.
Did you get it off Facebook.com through a service ad?
Yes, I sure did. I was like, I was drunk off my ass, scrolling. I said, I have to have that. I can't just keep scrolling and act like I didn't see that. Like,
they're capitalizing on that.
And actually, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something else about this shirt. Okay. I bought this shirt and I was too big for it. Okay. Back when I was 600 pounds. Okay. And I bought this shirt saying, I just have to have it. I don't know if I'll ever get to wear it, but I have to have it. And now I wear it. So that's all. That's the other story with this shirt. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. It's not just an awesome shirt. It just also has like an awesome backstory. All right. A fat, drunk man.
Oh my God.
Who really loves Britney Spears and Dr. Seuss. Okay. Has triumphed.
I can't tell you how many shirts I have and shorts I have like that I just have accepted that those are I should just donate those. I have so many. I'm like, those are goal shorts. 4 years later, I'm like, they're goal shorts.
You never know. Any Hoosers. RuPaul's Drag Race. So Gina's all caught up. She watched it all today.
In theory, again, I don't know if I retained anything that I watched, but we're gonna try our best.
It's a lot going on. James, I know you have notes, so walk us through.
Okay, great, sure. So where we left off was we got a block from Jada. Jada said, "Fuck you, James." Yeah. Blocked her.
Yes.
Well, we all agreed that kind of the move.
Makes sense.
And then we walked in this week. Everyone's like talking about it and having the conversation and whatever, and whatever. But as we go week, we learn that we're an improv challenge.
Yes.
We would thrive in an improv challenge. This would be a fire improv challenge team. Just saying.
I think we would do great in improv challenge.
Yeah.
And I certainly have some comments about this improv challenge. So I have to say the judges' sentiments were not echoed from this corner. Not for everyone. I don't know. I guess we'll get there. So,
and I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
Oh, you're waiting for my thoughts.
They do that. Oh well, I mean, if we want, do we want to wait? Do we want to?
No,
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
wait
know.
till we
I
get
don't-
there.
I mean, we're kind of there. I mean, it was the challenge, right? Was there a mini? Was there a mini challenge? If there was, I don't remember.
There wasn't a mini challenge, but they did that. They did that shitty drag race thing where they made everyone like choose their teams, which was it's giving gym class.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Giving gym class.
I don't like that.
I did
It
not
brings
like.
us-
I didn't like seeing Raja get picked last.
Mm-mm. No. This brings us back to the overrunning theme of this, like, I don't like that they're making winners losers.
Mm.
You know? I think we had some lag there from James. Ooh.
A little bit, yeah.
But
Are we having some
I don't
kind
know
of
what's
technical
happening.
I'm
difficulty?
gonna fix myself.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't want to get into the bad things. So, let's see what this picture is. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are not great.
We work with what we got.
Oh, hold on. I mean, that's presenting it that way. Let's present another. Yeah. Let's give it the old college try here, while James is still figuring himself out. You know. Does this help us? I don't think so. Oh well.
You know. You get the
Nah.
idea.
Listen, we work with what we got. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. No. There they are. But this was group 2. Group 2 sucked.
I got so bored.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, he's
We lost them. Wait, hold on. It was a refresh. Hey, James.
Oh boy.
Oof. This is what it's like with you, John.
Wow.
No, it's not. It hasn't been for some time. It's not like it was Gary.
I mean,
Remember Gary?
James
Gary
and I
night.
do share a wall. I could just invite him in. And we can both podcast on my screen.
Yeah, because now you're getting laggy.
I
Yeah.
am? Oh, no.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. James is looking great now.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Yeah, look very fluid, smooth.
Am I a mess now? What's happening?
You're not a mess, but got a little grainy.
No.
But you're okay. You're okay. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
No, it looks like we're okay now. Okay.
Yeah, now I think we're good.
All right. We're back.
Thanks,
Thank
thanks
you.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks for hanging
everyone
out
for
with
waiting
us.
for
Thanks
us.
for hanging out with us.
Sorry, audio only listeners. Sorry.
That's all right. We'll just put a note on there, tell people to just skip ahead about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. Here we are.
So my
you
question
wanna
was
go
gonna
over-
be,
Mhm.
who's the first person you group? Who's your go-to in that? What's your ideal group from these winners?
It was group. Oh, if I was going to pick my own.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, I would have to put Jinx on the team. I mean, Jinx is right out of the gate. Jinx. Listen, I would say the Vivian. I didn't love what the Vivian was doing here. I don't know if I just didn't get it or.
Okay.
Interesting.
I
No,
just
am I still
didn't
lagging?
understood it. Yeah, there was some lag there. There was. I hate to
That's
be the
so
bearer of bad
I-
You're
news.
lagging.
Yikes!
I know who my 4 would be.
Who would your 4 be?
I would go Jinx. You have to put Jinx in there. I would choose
Staple.
Raja. Yeah, I would choose Raja. I think I would choose Monet. And then I'm torn between either Jada or Shay. That's the only.
I would rather
like,
Jada over Shay.
Yeah, that's the way that I'm leaning. But yeah, but it was harder to pick between them. Between those two.
Mm-hmm. See, I
So I guess I
usually
don't
like the
know who my
Vivian.
four would be. I
What's
came
that?
in like, I know who my four is. I came in like, I know who my four is. And then it was like, yeah, but I can't decide between these two.
Yeah, but that's how any list goes. It's always that last
Yeah.
slot that's always the most difficult. You know, that's all right.
Yeah.
How's James doing? We back?
Can you see me? Am I fluid? Am I moving?
Well, you're moving, but your audio is a little not lined up. But we'll deal. We'll deal. Who are your four?
I texted him, "It's happening. Just come into my room."
I'm gonna go in Gina's room.
Okay.
All right. Losing James. Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
But we're gonna get it back.
It's gonna be okay. Audio onlys. We're sorry again. Just bear with us. Bear with us.
Should I give you
some real some real magic here. It's like, how did that person
Would you like
just get
to
into?
grab a chair?
I'm back.
Okay, we're good now, I think.
Okay. So who are your four, James?
So I would have done the same thing Jada did with her four. That or her three plus herself. That would have been mine. It would have been Jinx. It would have been Monet, and then maybe Trinity instead of Evie. But I think Evie was a solid anyways. But I wouldn't have Vivian, and it wouldn't be until this challenge that I realized oh, she brings something to the table. Whether we like what she's bringing to the table, different story.
Listen, I'm with Vivian, and I think that personality-wise, I think this was her just in general. Like we finally saw some of the personality that we love with in the first place from her season on Drag Race UK. This is the Vivian that I knew, so that was exciting to me. I just this take on Goldilocks, I just did not love it. I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know what was happening, and then
I thought it was very funny.
I enjoyed it.
I thought as soon as she went from Goldilocks to then somebody mentioning Little Red, and she flipped up the red scarf right on top of her head, and now all of a sudden she's Little Red Riding Hood, and then you got Hansel and Gretel thrown in there. I thought she was so funny in this.
I didn't get it.
So quick.
I didn't get it.
That it's fair. It's fair. I thought it was a funny thing. I thought that she used her accents correctly, and she kept a loose through line. But you're allowed to not like it.
Yeah, I was like, wow, a rare miss from the Vivian, right? And then we get to the end, and they're like, fantastic. Oh, that was incredible. Get rid of this. Oh, I've never seen anything like it. Oh, it's just so wonderful. And I'm like, I don't know. I figured it out.
Wow. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the Vivian's performance.
Okay.
You know who I wasn't living for though?
Who?
Shay. Shay wasn't doing it for me.
Shay was bad in this.
What did Shay? I don't even remember what Shay did in this.
She was like Mama Bear.
Oh. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it was this.
Yeah.
Mama.
It was something.
I also didn't like Trinity in this either. I didn't think the second one was good at all.
I was so bored.
I thought Raja was funny.
I stopped paying attention. I was on my phone the whole time. I was checked out.
Yeah.
That's dirty on the producer, the editing, because put the weaker one first. Come on now. Don't give me a high.
That how old school Drag Race was done. You knew the sucko one was first. You're like, okay, all right, just gotta get through this. But this one, it almost couldn't go that way because of the bad wolf.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is surprising for Evie. I didn't know that she has that piece to her.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Evie's surprised in this one. Pleasantly, might I add.
And I think it's more drag that also is male presenting, more on the drag king side. It's Rue, you're right. Let's just have a drag king on the episode. Come on. It's a drag race, not a drag queen race.
Oh. Fair enough. Okay. It's just that that's what she is.
Yes,
But-
correct.
Sorry. I'm also eating a Werther's original.
Oh, you're 100?
I am at mom's. She's got this like just dish just full of them. I just keep walking by them. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? All right, so that's that. That was that group.
Although, I thought it
here's
was a
the
weird choice to have Trinit in the same outfit that Michelle was wearing. I said, okay, weird choice.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
They were
No.
disadvantaged from the get.
Yeah, they were set up to fail.
Very
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
These.
These.
I loved all the puns in this. The only
It
hams.
was so good.
Yes.
Beverly Squeals.
Pamela Jackson.
So stupid.
It was really great. This is really, really great.
I give it mostly to Jinx because I think that she's just that witty, quick. She's very yes Andy.
She's so good at improv.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Like when you take her
That exit
this
interview.
Oh my god.
I lost my mind.
Yes, when the ear fell off, I died.
Yeah.
I rewound this like 83 times. Like
And when she said you
So
have to
good.
speak up.
Amazing.
Have to speak up.
Even Rue couldn't take it. Even Rue was like, I need to take a beat.
yes. And in that moment, I did feel a little bad for Jada because Jada was trying to get her yucks in, but it just didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Which is that so
Yeah.
one of the things I do think that's interesting to talk about is when you're doing regular Drag Race, the most important thing is to be on the team that's got a better team, especially if Rue does that. We're like, the top team is fine and we'll pick a loser from the bottom team. But in All Stars, that doesn't happen. And especially when no one's going home. So you want to be on the team where you're going to shine the most. And Jada didn't do that for herself. Jada picked someone where like she had to compete and lose to her entire team.
But does it matter in this situation? I don't know why I picked up this pen, as if I'm about to really do a deep dive.
You still want to get those legendary legends, you know, like those pins. And this is a week that she's not blocked when theoretically she
Oh, I see what
probably
you're
will be
saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you're just really at that point just going to be judged against the girl that you're against, not necessarily group to group. Unfortunately, you're going to be against the girls that you. Yeah, that's interesting.
It's a lot of pieces. There was only one thing worse in this group than Jada in this group. One thing, and that was Monet's prosthetic. Mama. I was like, I could just rip it off. I can see exactly. Freaking Jinx walks in. It's smooth. It's serving pig ham, and then
Serving pig.
But then Monet walked out and it was serving full-on deli meats. I was like, what's happening here? It blew my
Not
mind.
deli meats. Not deli meats.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna call spade a spade. We're gonna sit up here. This is
Get
gonna
a
be-
chair.
Don't yell at me. I'm nice.
He's having okay.
God, my internet won't work. That being said, so I don't know if everyone on the podcast knows this, but like all of us are theater people. We all come from a theatre background. You gotta admit, this was serving Into the Woods realness.
I definitely thought about Into the Woods a couple of times.
So,
I did.
so I can't lie. I mean, how could you
You were-
not? How could you not?
Flashbacks to freaking children's theater, or you were sitting there being like, "No, it's your fault. No, it's deep."
That honestly, Into the Woods was the last show that I did, and it was with Gina. So that was the last show I did.
And it was a good one.
You know, as I was writing all these little buzz like for the website, I was like, I realized that the three of us have never actually been in a show together
At the same time.
That is crazy.
at the same. Yeah,
That's
unless
that
I'm
feels
wrong. Like I don't.
No,
I don't
like,
think-
I'm pretty sure you're right, but he's wrong.
Gina,
Right.
you've never been. Were you were in Parade at Cap with us? You weren't in
No.
that?
No.
What? I guess that's the only show that I would think it could have even been possible, or like a
Yeah.
High School Musical, maybe. We were very off topic.
Come on.
Surprisingly
Musical.
enough, it was me that did it. Thank God.
No, but
We have.
I was very excited that this was improv. It was so much fun to watch. It was so much fun.
It was fun. It was very fun.
I think
Should we get into these looks?
Oh, we could absolutely.
Yeah, I'm down.
Should we just go in order? I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, right? We'll just go in the order because it's only 8. We can do them all, right?
Yeah, it's not a
Let's
ball.
conquer the whole thing, right? Let's do them all. Let's do them all. Don't be like that. Hold on. Give me a second to get back there.
I love the spikiness. I love the spikiness of these looks.
Yes. Spikes.
Yeah.
On
What? Sorry, it's coming. It is coming.
Also,
it is coming.
while we're waiting for it to come, Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, thank you. That's all I ever want to say to that man. Oh, he's
Listen,
so
I like him. I like him a lot, and he really
Yeah.
had a rough go after his
Canada.
time on Canada's Drag Race, which is unfortunate. Because I liked him.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem with him. I didn't have a problem with him. So
That's all.
here we are, Miss Evie.
How was she walking?
Yeah, I
don't
have
know.
no
I
idea.
looked at those shoes and I said, hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Those shoes were wild.
She was
Yeah,
serving a straight line from her kneecap all the way down, like a pencil. Like it was wild.
It was crazy.
even down to like the little like this crutch things. I don't even know what you want to even call them. The little sticks that you're like marching down the runway with. The whole thing was wild.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
This was awesome. This was
This
awesome.
is what Shay thought she was giving, and Evie said, "Bet." Like with
I got
the idea of where the spikes are, how it's not just about the spike look, but she has it on the back. She has it with the things. Her she like made her feet into spikes. What a cool
We made spikes an
thought-out
accessory, not the main thing.
concept. Yep,
Mhm.
so smart. This is one of my top looks this week, if not like.
I agree.
How could it not be?
I agree. Listen,
I
judges-
agree.
No.
Trinity.
Pretty it is. Spike it is not. That is a steak, which is an S word. But
Which, when used that way, may produce the same result.
perhaps if she gave me Buffy the Vampire Slayer Spike and had this, I'd be like, honestly, fucking good on you. That's funny as fuck. But she didn't do that. Is it pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
gorgeous.
it's not what we asked for.
Right.
I'm interested what the brief of this said, because I think everyone went in a little bit of different directions in it. That I'm like, this, especially this one, I'm like, what was the actual brief? Because I think she could serve something so different for Spike, and she.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
However, did you see the
Perhaps,
back of her look?
To be honest,
No.
I don't know that I remember. I may have
was
seen
like-
it. I'm sure I did.
It was like a mosaic stained glass kind of look. Like the pattern on the back of this is so pretty, but like it so wasn't seen enough. If you look on her Instagram, she posted some more of it, like where it circles around. It's so pretty. It's so cool.
Mm.
And I'm like, but it's still not a spike.
Sorry, sorry, Trinity. Love the look, missed the mark.
The mark.
The Viv.
This is ridiculous. Oh my god. This I think was my favorite. I love the color of like the leather. I love the spikes, like it's the gold spikes and like the length of the spikes, and the headpiece and everything. And then and she had like a gold whip too, right? I think this was my favorite by far. I love this.
Yum.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things.
Are you not in agreement, or are you gearing up to give it to us?
No. Again, I think this runway should have been called the things Shay thought she was giving. Because again, like this is our second literal homage to like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman that we see, and I think the Viv just really nails it. I don't get the cross, but I'm about it. I think it's so cool. It's so if you noticed her heels had a platform that also had a spike on it. I was like, I'm sorry. Are you fucking kidding me? The picture doesn't have it, sorry. But
sorry.
the only thing, like only little note, I wanted some accessory here. Everything is so interesting. I just wanted a bigger necklace. Just something that took up a little more. That's all I wanted. Otherwise, she gives it to me.
Okay. All right. Fair. Listen, I have no critiques. I don't really know anything to do with the cross. I don't really. It doesn't speak to me at all. Unnecessary. I love this otherwise. I thought it was fantastic. Love the nails. Loving the nails.
Yeah.
We even did something spiky there. You know?
Imagine sitting next to her though. Ouch.
What's that? Oh.
Should draw blood.
Yeah. You know what? No, thank you. Can you move her seat over there? Thank you very much. Oh. Right. Oh, okay. Miss Shay. I think this is a real glowing example of how we are not going to give these girls a bad edit. Because what is this? I don't know what the intention was. So I can't even say the execution was good or bad. I don't know where we were headed.
It looked like they were like fins on the back of this or something. Like that's what it looked like, right? But like, what does that have to do with spikes?
No, I just don't get it at all. Like period.
I thought it was sloppy as hell. Like I don't get it. She doesn't look good in it.
Are those elf ears? Also,
kind of like some kind of elf alien moments.
I've loved Shay the whole season, but this is by far my least favorite look from her this whole season so far. So we've all said everything I've already thought about this. We've all said everything we could think about this. What I'm going to say is, as a look by itself, it's cool, except for the spikes train. I thought that was weird, and like they were falling over, so I didn't love that. But like as a look itself, I like it as a look. As an assignment for the runway, to Kyle's point, it's a clear example of we're not going to give anyone a bad edit. Yeah.
Because top of the fact that it missed
I don't
the
even
mark,
like the look, James. It's so floppy. Look at it. And you guys stuck in a windstorm, just lose all this.
It honestly almost looks to me like it wasn't finished or something. Like there was still more to do here or something. That's what it seems like to me.
They do learn.
The plane is leaving. They're closing the door. We have to go now. And this is what you get.
Oh, Spike!
Yeah. This
I'll
is the mark for me.
I'll put it on my ears. I'll make my hair spiky. That's what I'll do.
Because let's be honest, if this was a regular season of Drag Race, she'd be in the bottom.
Yep.
Ripped apart.
Go on.
Destroyed. Okay, so listen.
Her.
No, I adore her. I think she is a queen among queens, honestly.
Yes,
But this,
clearly.
this It almost looks like the Royal
Oh no.
the Royal Bank is bankrupt. Okay.
We have no more.
The
gold
crown
balloons.
is in trouble.
The crown is
The
in
crown
trouble.
is in trouble.
Monet.
I like this. I thought it was very interesting. It wasn't my favorite, but I just thought it was like it really caught my eye. You know what I mean? Like it's like the mohawk and like the mask with the spikes and everything. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite, but it definitely like caught my eye, and I liked it. And that's my opinion.
And you're entitled to
Okay.
it. babe.
And that's my opinion. As if no one said a word. Everyone's
No,
just sitting here listening.
I was just saying very casually, and that's my opinion.
I don't know.
Okay,
Just,
don't attach
didn't
the
think-
extra sass. Okay.
I didn't have to attach anything. I didn't
I
have to
wanna hear
attach
Ryan
anything.
Go negative on Monet. That's what I want to hear.
You'll never hear that. It will never happen. It will never happen. It just wasn't my favorite of the night. That's all. It certainly wasn't my least. That's for damn sure. We already went over that. This was fine. I just felt like it was a little like forgettable. That's all.
I think it was a cool look but an execution somewhere it misses a mark, and I think it has to do with two things for me. One, we've covered up her face, and Monet, like, she does cover her face a lot. If we remember, she has that iconic moment, I think, in All Stars where she was wearing the gas mask. She takes it off. She almost does a split. It's great. But she's not afraid to cover her face, but that's something that really sells a garment for me. And then her big move was just this, like the rocker move. Like, she couldn't sell me the garment enough that I couldn't buy into it. Like, I think it's cool. The piece is all there. I think the mohawk is the most interesting piece of this. But I would say get rid of the mask. I love the lace up front. I think that's really cool. And she's really into having like a bigger waist and accentuating her waist between her tracksuit. I'm crowning runway where she gave herself that big bodice, and then this she's into that, and I'm like, clear it. I see it. It's cool. I don't know. The je ne sais quoi.
That's what I mean. I don't really know what to say about it. Like it hits certain marks. I say, oh, like that's cool. That's
It's
cool.
just
when
like
I look-
fine, you know.
yeah, when I take it piece by piece, I'm like, oh, like you say lose the mask. I say no, I kind of like the mask. Like I don't want that to go. And then I travel down, like every piece of it I like by itself. When I take a look back, I'm just like, bah, I don't know. It loses something when you put it all together for some reason.
I was happy to see that she did her makeup underneath her mask too. That's an all-star. That's a I won. I'm not walking onto this stage without being fully ready to go moment.
Right.
I liked. And the
I,
Monet
I don't hate it.
back was cool.
Yes, that was very cool. Yeah, I just it was just cool. It was just cool.
I also feel like just in general, like when I saw it, like actually in motion, like when she came out and was like walking the runway wearing it, like it really struck me then too. Like I don't think it's as effective like when you're just looking at it as still. Also, just to throw that out there.
And that's a fair observation. That's fair. Yeah. Because I will say that I think that I was a little bit more impressed with it when I saw it coming down than I am just looking at it now.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Fair.
Yeah. Fair. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be defensive.
Yeah, we get it. It's your opinion, John.
All right, I'm just sharing my opinions, okay?
So good. The Lady Jinx.
Oh,
I thought this was just fantastic.
I think it's a really smart look. I think it's I think I said it last episode where Jinx puts everything through the filter of Jinx. She like a runway that isn't true to her. She doesn't step outside of her comfort zone, but I don't mind because she's so good in her comfort zone that I'm like, yep, I get it. But there is a piece that I wish there was a little more to it. Like I wish the spikes went like all the way down. Something like that. Like I just wish it presented just a touch differently.
almost like a cape or something. Like
kind of. I think I would have just been more like gagged over it. But otherwise, listen, this quite literal poop brown that she's giving to you, this crushed folded poop brown, is hard to pull. She looks good in it.
It's so funny that you say that, because like when the picture came up and I was like, she's wearing brown, but like it still looks gorgeous, and it just has like
It does.
like the whole look. It has like this really classic like old time look, and it's an old time look, but with a really smart like innovative idea of like I'm gonna go spikes by doing like porcupine spikes, like just like really like it's so interesting, yeah.
And I'm surprised
I
more
love
people
this.
didn't go with it, like get more creative with like what a spike is and what has spikes. We didn't get that much, which I was shocked. And that fascinator's so pretty.
Yeah, I thought this was a fantastic look. I thought it was like quintessential Jinx. Her take on spikes. I really loved everything about this, honestly. Even the brown. This was very, very classy, very, very her. I thought it was fantastic.
It's there.
I agree.
So it's my opinion. I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of that. It's really good. Wait, did I skip somebody? No, I didn't.
No.
Raja.
If there's one thing Raja's gonna do, it's gonna be walking down the runway, just letting. She's going. I don't think she's ever gonna walk down that runway and we're gonna be like, except for that John Waters lip. That one I was like, it's coming to me very soon. But the only piece of this that I am confused by is like the chastity belt jockstrap moment. I don't get her. The makeup gorgeous, the hair stunning, the horn spike, it's all that one channel. I was like, do we need it?
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
I completely agree, and with everything you just said, I love everything about this except for that one part. I'm just like, why? What's going on there?
And it like didn't move with the dress. It was like this very like just was there. I was like, all right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I also could have done without some of the adornments on the boots. I don't know. Just while we're getting rid of things, I guess I just don't. If you're not going to have the chastity belt thing here going on, then I don't know that I need the jewels here. I think I'd be fine with just having these jewels around the edges here. If we could do something similar on the boots and maybe just keep it simple down there.
Yeah, like bring everything a little bit higher. She likes to bring things to her legs because she does have those long gams, and that's kind of why she brings them there. But I think you're right. Like this look works like really, really good, like from like sternum up. So if we let the look like push that way, I think it would have been cool.
Yeah, you're kind of giving me like royalty vibes here, right? Like I'm feeling like you're this kind of like purpley ice queen. So like let me live in that on the top. All this gobbledygook on the bottom is distracting to me.
Right? Can we zoom in just like to the top half? I want to get the look without the chastity belts. Like I feel like that's a great look, right?
It's like a cool video game. Like I want that to be in my team on Final Fantasy. Like
right.
Yes, and I think that we would have accomplished that a little better if we got rid of the extra gobbledygook on the bottom. Yeah. I know we're trying to go for opulence, but like that, not necessary.
It's the Coco Chanel, before you leave the house, take two things off kind of thing.
Yes, basically.
But
before you leave the house,
I think her hair. It's Coco Chanel said that. I'm pretty sure. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, no, it's just so funny. It's such a funny thing.
But the hair is also really cool. It's like this purple ponytail that's like wrapped up and comes out. It's so pretty, and it was so eaten up by the rest of the outfit, and I was like, that's
the gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
I just really want gobbledygook. I just want gobbledygook to be like in people's vernacular.
I feel like we've probably set a podcast record for a number of times that gobbledygook has been said in an episode of your podcast.
Sure. Probably also learned it. I think that's probably learned.
Oh, flying. We've got a lot of mileage out of Florin.
Yeah,
we even had
a lot of
captions to
history.
define it.
Yeah.
You should bring it back. Florin Fridays.
Oh,
Florin
no.
Fridays.
Alliteration.
Yes, we'll highlight things that just don't go well. Great.
I love it.
Here's Jada. Not
Wow.
to be featured on Friday.
Not to be featured. She did not.
Not to
fly.
be featured. She did not Florin.
I love Jada.
I love Jada. And I
Love
love
Gina.
this.
Yeah.
I
What do
feel
you
like
think
I'm
about it?
unqualified. I just love everything Jada does all the time.
You've been awfully quiet.
Yes, you
What am I talking
have.
about?
Of course you do.
Oh, yes, because we do. And John
I-
does.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I've been loving every minute of it.
No, I mean, like this was one of those like funny, like trust the process moments where it's like what is happening, and then looking at like the makeup in the context of the look, it's like, oh, you're doing something here. But like behind the scenes when she was like getting ready, I was like, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a Florin. I did think it was going to be when I saw that makeup.
I agree. It also feels. I don't think Jada. I don't think we've seen Jada do a look like this where she paints her full body, where she gives you that
Right.
like very. I want to put like an otherworldly term on it, but it's like it's very cool. It's like her makeup's kind of giving me like old time movie star. My only critique, and they mentioned this on the pit stop too. I'm just not in love with the baby hairs. In the front, I get past it because I think it's a look, but it doesn't really go with the hair that she has. But in the back, I was like, what's happening back there? Why we have that? That's the only thing. If I had to pick something out in this look, otherwise, I think this is a great look, and I think she thought that this look would be what most people walked in with, and when they thought Spike, so that's why she does this bold thing with like her makeup and her body, because her outfit, while great, is nothing like that crazy. But so she was like, well, I have to do something different
To
with
stand out.
Yeah.
and she didn't even need to, but she gave it to you.
The makeup is
It's
stunning.
Oh yeah,
gorgeous.
it's so
Yeah.
good. And then like even I don't remember if it was Rue or one of the other judges actually pointing out that she was wearing the earrings like upside down.
Yeah.
Smart.
Right, I thought that was really cool. Even like the rings that she's wearing and stuff, and I love just the way the hands look and everything. Yeah, this was really cool.
And I think it's so smart. Like it speaks to, dealing with drag queens who are winners. Like if the earring would have dangled, it would have pulled things away, but turning them upside down makes them spikes. And again, to what Raja didn't have, where it brought everything up.
Mm-hmm.
It brings it up, especially into that hair. That was so freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ooh.
And that jacket, like with the red stripes down the arm, but with the like going with the red lipstick, and
Yeah.
it's just so good. Yeah, this looks awesome. I could
brilliant.
see this like just on a poster somewhere. Like this look. I can see
it's
that.
very
You know what I
like-
mean? Like it's so good.
I don't know if editorial is the word that
That's
I'm looking
a
for,
fair
but
look,
like,
though. Yep, it feels very editorial. If she would have had this look plus Jinx's performance, or potentially her performance without Jinx, I think she would have been in the top. She could have been our first top. Because, mama.
That's very fair.
Wow.
Overall favorite looks.
Okay.
Tell me who's your top two. Who would you have put in the top? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, you see, that's hard because I feel like that's two different questions for me. Like, who would I put in the top two? Who would I put in the top two, or who are my two favorite looks?
Let's say top two, and it's literally a 50-50 situation where 50% is based on the challenge, 50% is based on the run. I love that we have that. 50% is so who gave you the closest to 100% between the runway and the challenge?
I mean, for me, my top two would probably be Vivian and Jinx on the overall performance. But I think that my top two favorite looks were the Vivian and Jada.
Fair.
All right. I guess See, I have a hard time with this question because let's get back to normal now. All right, enough now. I have a hard time with this question because there's so many different things. All right, first of all, Jinx, no matter what, there. Jinx, no matter what. I really like the Vivian's look so much, but I did not enjoy her improv, as I said. However, I did enjoy Raja's improv, but while I enjoyed her look as well, I didn't enjoy it as much as Vivian. So I have a hard time with who I would put where. As far as looks, if we're just going by looks, then I would say the Vivian. And so I have to go. I still say Jinx. I really liked it, and that's just my opinion. Okay. But for the performance in there, I have to say Raja and Jinx.
You know, I do think Raja's been overlooked a lot. There's something weird that's going on where, like, they haven't even they haven't even put her in the top yet, which is crazy.
She doesn't even have a legendary legend star yet. No, she doesn't.
And she is the legend in that group. She's the legend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Gina, who would you put in your top two?
I mean, again, like, based on the challenge, like, it's Jinx. Like, point blank, period. Whatever. Yeah. If we're going purely based on the look, though, Jada, and I'm so sorry, I don't remember her name. The first one.
Evie.
Yeah.
Yeah, my top two between both 50-50% is going to be Jinx and Evie. I think Evie gave such a good performance. Was it amazing? Was it out of the box? Like, no, but she was committed to the character. She had funny bits that she did. She was there. She was present. Fucking cool. She's, to me, the closest that comes to, like, Jinx in terms of, like, serving in both. Whereas Raja, I don't think performed that well in challenge, gave you a really good look. Vivian gave you a really good challenge, but a runway that I'm like, it's good. It's great even, but it doesn't give me as much ingenuity or as much inspiration as Evie did. Okay. So that's kind of. Then you had the lip sync, because regardless of we think, it's RuPaul's show. It's his game above all stars.
Well, now the lip sync tonight.
No,
I mean, I listen.
I don't.
I don't think there was really any contest here. No.
Especially when you get an assist from one of your sisters, which I don't think I've ever seen before. Blew my mind.
I did, yeah, and I thought about that. I don't know that we've seen that before either. There definitely has been some interaction. Has there never been? I don't know, but I certainly do think that it speaks to just the overall tone of this season and how these girls are approaching this. You know, we're kind of we're not really working against each other. There's a certain camaraderie that is among these ladies. And now makes them ladies.
See, you're nice about it.
Yeah.
So here's my theory. Vivian said something to the effect of, like, can someone help me out with something? And Jada said, sure. Why did Jada say sure? Because she's the last person who gave the plunger to somebody. So she's due for the plunger next. She's supposed to get it. However, if you help the person who's most likely to be winning, you are sitting there and putting yourself in their good graces, which is really smart. What I want to see, and this won't happen because Drag Race doesn't do this, but I want a very epic, scandal-esque final episode where you see an alliance that's been happening in the background, but you see, like, a smash cut of all the moments where it's been Jada and the Vivian, like, being like, we're going to do this together, and all the ways they helped each other throughout the whole competition. So while Trinity and Monet got the face of the alliance, they were like the backdoor alliance. That's what I want. It's not gonna
we love a big brother moment.
Yes, we most certainly do. And while I love your sinister setup here, like, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, didn't the Vivian already make a statement that Monet is running around here without a plunger and without a block?
Well,
like, that was already kind of out in the ethos.
And then
Jada brought it up,
calls out at the top
right?
of the episode.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's still interesting.
It is interesting. It is interesting. And it's interesting that you even noticed who it was, because I didn't notice who it was that passed it to her.
Oh, I didn't notice
So-
the first edge it back. I said, where's this xylophone phone coming from? Who's her?
Oh, I was like, oh, that's so nice. Everybody's helping each other out, and that's sweet. That's nice. That's good. These queens. Okay, we don't see
I
that
gotta
in
tell you.
America often.
No, well, if I was Jinx, I would be fuming. Absolutely fuming.
Well, it is funny because we did see it was last episode Trinity help Jinx with her her dress and everything.
True.
Another example of somebody helping someone else in the game.
Yep.
So
Which then benefited them. Because they, even though they were up, because Trinity was the top for that week, she. Am I right with that? Yes. But like, it works out in her benefit. Like, it's interesting. It's an interesting, like, subtle game that might be occurring in the background. But mostly, and then here's me being like a little shady now. I also probably wouldn't give Jada the plunger, just because while Jada does a lot of things well, I don't think she does many things great. And we've already passed the design challenge, which I think she would be the most flourishing on. Where, like, in her season, she also did well. Like, we have the famous quote of "Look over there," which is an improv. That was the election one, and she did fine. But she's with other people who do that more. So, like, I think the thing that's supposed to make her shine, I think we've already passed that. So I probably wouldn't give her a plunger either, just because I'm like, if I'm giving anyone a plunger, it's gonna be Jinx. Fuck that bitch. Easy.
I think she's gonna win regardless.
Could be.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter. Rue is gonna make sure she gets enough stars to get to the end.
Yep.
And then it's not gonna matter.
I think, like I said, I think where she falls is like her lip syncing is good. It just needs to be the right song. This one, who cares?
Yeah.
In,
Depending on the song, Jinx can get like totally overshadowed by whoever she's lip syncing against. And I feel like we've seen it, this time. And then we even questioned that other time that Jinx got the legendary legend star if she really won that lip sync or not.
Yeah, the one against Trinity to Rolling in the Deep. No.
Yeah.
An Adele song.
This is what I mean. It doesn't matter. The lip sync is just a way of Rue creating some drama. So you just pick who she wants to actually win the whole thing. P.S. The way she keeps referring to this finale with the big long title each and every time makes me laugh more and more. The grand finale lip sync Lollapalooza smackdown for the crowd. It's just too much. It's just too much.
I love everything.
Too many words.
It's so stupid.
Honestly, I love everything about Rue's performance on this show. Like, it's just everything is just amazing.
Well, so what's super interesting, and Kyle, you are more of a Drag Race fan, so you might feel this way too. Rue in the past like 2 seasons, and then if you include like UK, like has had one very like unlikable moment, like very like rude moments, whether it was the H&M moment, whether it was the post Snatch Game moment, whether it was there was some other moment that happened in UK this past season that was like very like unfavorable. That was very like, oh, I don't like Rue. I think this season Rue's very affable, but also like potentially betwixt us friends here and anyone listening, like, where are all your marbles? Is it in your?
Where are all your?
What games are we playing here?
Well, I have to be honest with you. I do believe that Rue has been like just slowly unraveling, like over the years. Like we're losing marbles constantly. Ever since she appeared before us in that remember at the height of COVID, that blue mask. That was like a glaring sign that we are.
No, it was on the reunion night.
I said reunion, yeah, because it was in COVID, and I guess because Rue can't do their own makeup, so that's why we have this.
I don't disagree. And then my question to you is, who would take over after? Is
nobody?
over after Ru? No, not no one. Someone's taking over. We have Nikki Doll over in France now. We have Brooklyn in Canada. We have Pangina for Thailand. She runs the one over the UK. I can't remember the one for España, but also a great queen. So I'm wondering, someone's got to take over for her. Someone's going to take the reign.
The only version of this that I have seen that does not have Ru is Canada's with Brooklyn. And as much as I love Brooklyn, she's not Ru.
That's a bold statement. You're gonna have the whole Canada.
I love Brooklyn. No, I don't think I would. I basically watch Canada's Drag Race for her.
Fair.
But she is not RuPaul. And I don't know that we can fly Brooke all over the world to do all these different ones. I'm sorry, you do not have the same star. If that was the case, it would already be happening. I'm not trying to be rude.
I think
RuPaul
it's interesting.
RuPaul.
If it were to not be RuPaul, I think the person who would be like a Trixie Mattel to take it over, just because she has that kind of power behind her. Whether she should be critiquing drag in that way, who's to say? But I would I would live if Bob the Drag Queen took over for RuPaul. Oh my God, it would be everything for me.
Oh, I mean, now if we're going to open this up to not people that are like, already in the atmosphere, then okay. I guess there's some conversations like, yeah, you can have around it, but it still would not be a replacement. It would definitely have a different flavor.
Yes.
I'm not objecting to Bob taking over.
But
and at that point, I wouldn't object necessarily even to Brooklyn taking over. But like, if we're talking about replacing Ru, that's not a thing.
Well, no.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
at some
I'm
point-
sorry. I'm withdrawing that. Brooklyn can't go around the world. Bob could. Bob could.
Bob could. I just think at some point RuPaul is going to get #too old, and I think is it just going to die? No, like they're going to try and keep it going. And would it still be called RuPaul's Drag Race? Probably, but if it just becomes Drag Race US, what does that look? I don't know.
No.
I think it's an interesting question. I think it's
I think it'll be RuPaul's Drag Race with Bob.
Yeah, with Bob. I think Alaska.
just like Dick Clark's New Rockin' Eve.
Dick Van Dyke. No,
The way-
you're right.
the way you
You're
said
Dick
that.
Clark,
You're
Dick
right,
Van
you're
Dyke.
right.
What's the matter with you?
I think he did something too. Maybe. I don't know.
The new Dickie Eve.
What?
No, that was Friends. I got you on that.
That's
I
from
know.
Friends. That's from Friends. So the new Dickie Eve. But yeah,
man.
isn't that like Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, with Ryan Seacrest?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race with
With
Bob
Bob.
the Drag Queen.
And that's I'm submitting my ballot for that. If we get to vote on it, Bob has my vote.
Yeah, I would also vote. I would second that vote.
Yeah.
I second the motion.
I have a very important question.
Do you?
Kyle, how do you feel about Monet getting the platinum plunger? That's absolutely gold.
It was her time.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Do you
Sorry.
give it out for
Sorry.
Vivian now? Are you gonna kill her?
No, I love the Vivian. There's nobody here that I could ever have it out for.
All right.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't.
I
do
guess
it to the Vivian. I
Technically,
love the Vivian.
technically, the next in line would be Jada if they're going by that standard, I guess, right? But
Mhm.
I don't know. I also am enjoying that every episode, like whichever queen got the plunger, got plunged the week before, comes in like I'm proud to know the secret of the platinum plunger.
So smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really really
You know-
fun.
When I came up with that, the producers are like, "Why didn't we do anything with the plunger?"
Yeah, and now that the next time they do this, because this is not going to be the only time that this format is
Something with
used.
the plunger. He's like, "Make it
Yeah.
platinum." He's like, "Not enough."
They use platinum, and it's not even. It's a thing. So good, so
But,
good.
Yeah, we're gonna see something coming with that plunger later. But I think next week we're probably gonna see our first person who's gonna have 2 stars. That's my.
Ooh,
I think we're gonna see our
okay.
first double. At point, that person should get the plunger every week.
Do you have any
That's-
predictions on who that might be?
So I famously don't watch the preview for the next episode. Like next week on Drag Race, I don't watch that because I don't want anything given away. They are due for an acting challenge next. Improv challenge usually is led by an acting challenge, which is more script based. So
Okay.
and if that's the case, that means that it is Smiley got blocked because I think she's a good actress, and I think Jinx is going to be up there, and that's going to be. So I think Jinx might be our first double.
Okay.
It is where this begins.
Yeah.
She's gonna take this and she's gonna be out of here.
She's gonna say thank you so much. Gonna go
Yeah,
to
because is
Love.
Monet gonna be smart and then block Jinx if she gets that second star, or is she gonna be bitchy and then block Vivian?
Yeah. Good cue.
Or I could see Monet especially blocking Jinx because she rejected the alliance offer,
That's true. But if
and then
if
she
Jinx-
blocked her right after.
Yeah.
No.
But if Jinx comes right
Wasn't
back
that.
and gets in the top 2 again, then she's fine. So
She's fine,
You know?
which is true. Which also, Ru did not explain that if you're in the top that week, you have immunity from getting the plunger. That's just something we had to assume. We had to deduce.
Yeah, I only deduced it when the queen went to the back,
Right.
and I went, "Oh, so I guess they're not eligible."
Well, also, I love that they all watch the lip sync from the side. They all sit on the side. I'm like, why don't they stand in the back anymore? They worked their contracts. They knew what they were doing. They said we will go backstage between the judging and whatever. We will change our outfits because
We're gonna change just in case, and we're gonna sit.
About lip sync. I will not be. Evie's like, I will not be on my tippy toes for hours. No, ma'am.
Good for them. Good for
Good
them.
rider. Good rider. Stupid.
But, all right. Well, I'm done.
Yeah. Me too.
You know what?
Me
I
too.
think we said all that needed to be said.
I think
Yeah.
we did.
We talked about a lot.
We won't be able to be with you next Monday. All right, we'll have to find another day.
Devastating.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a date.
We do. We
Yeah,
have a date.
we can't share yet. But more news to come.
I'm like, am I not? I'm good. Do you want to go on a date?
More news to come.
Yeah, like a fool.
All right. Thank you all for hanging. Any final thoughts?
No, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. It was a blast.
Great times had by all. I'm excited for All Stars, All Winners, Season 7, episode.
All the time.
All the time.
Episode 5.
5.
Episode 5. All right. Well, Gina, welcome back. James, thanks
Yeah.
for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah.
Did you notice my
and we're
Jan
done.
shirt? That's
I
like-
didn't notice your Jan shirt. There was so much confusion with your connection.
Wow.
Listen, Stan Jan. That's all.
I should have worn
I-
my gimmick. We should have planned this better.
Next week.
Next week. Oh, and I don't have my Jan shirt with me. I didn't pack it. I know. Missed
What queen do you
opportunity.
have, John?
I'll have to get one.
Just emerge from
We'll
your
figure it
favorite
out, we'll
queen.
figure it out.
I'm gonna go on Google.
why do I sound like that?
Well, because you're straight, so now you have to know the real gruff voice.
Drag Race.
Man.
Excuse me, Mr. Drag Race. Where can I find a sweatshirt
So John
that says
talks like
Drag Race?
so
What's going on right now?
in Kyle's narrative, John talks like Bowser, and I'm shocked.
Like, what's happening?
I don't know.
It's giving Bowser. It's giving Peach. Obviously,
That's how.
Right. We
Kyle
gotta
and
get
I
out of here.
code because-
Yeah, this is how you know it's time to go. Thank you all. Thank you and good night.